चलो चलो।
Huh?
हम्म, चलो चालू झाली.
बोलू मी.
हम्म.
Our topic name is demolition of building. Abstract of the topic, demolition of the building means tearing down or falling down of building with the help of equipment or explosives. The various steps involved before the demolition process include surveying, removal of hazardous materials, preparation of demolition plan, stability report, and precautionary safety measures to be taken. The main equipments used for these demolition activities are sledgehammer, excavator, bulldozers, tackling walls, etc. And main explosives used are dynamites and RDX. When explosives are used for the demolition, it is called implosion. Contents of the PPT. First, the introduction. Second, the definition of demolition. Third, steps before the demolition. Surveying, removal of hazardous materials, preparation of plan, stability report, safety measures. Fourth, methods of demolition. Non-explosive demolition, explosive demolition. Conclusion and references. First, introduction. We know every structure is designed for a life period. The existence of the structure after the service life period is very dangerous to its occupants and surrounding buildings. The Building Act usually contains provisions that enable local authorities to control demolition works for the protection of the public safety and to ensure adjoining premises and the site are made good on completion of the demolition. Next. Demolition. Demolition is the process of tearing down or falling down of building after its life period with the help of some equipment or any other equipment. Next, step report demolition. The different steps before the execution of a demolition process are surveying, removal of hazardous material, preparation of plan, stability report, safety measures. To start.
Hmm. Next is surveying. Surveying means study of different parameters of the structure and its surrounding. There are two types of surveying are mainly conducted. There are building surveying and structural surveying. First, record drawings, the construction material, adjoining properties and site conditions, available site area and to demolition. Next is the removal of hazardous material. If hazardous materials such as aerators containing materials, petroleum contamination and radioactive contamination exist in the building, further investigation and removal of such hazardous material by specialists shall be referenced. Uh, Next is preparation of plan. A demolition plan shall include the following: a plan of showing a layout plan of all the floors of building to be demolished with adequate sections showing the occupying usage of floors, the structural support system, principal material of construction, the condition of building, etc. Next is stability report. According to building administration regulations, the demolition plan must be accompanied by stability report with supporting calculation. The stability report shall be included in following parts: a report on the stability of building to be demolished during all the stages of demolition, the case when powered mechanical plants and equipment are used, a report of stability of building with supporting calculation to demonstrate that the use of plant and equipment will not render inadequate the margin of safety of or cause damage to any building structure, street, land, or nearby services. In case when powered mechanical plant or equipment are used, structural calculations for all temporary supports and bracings. A report on stability of neighboring buildings and adjoining property. Next is safety measures. Training and communication, equipment maintenance, electrical safety, fire, occupational health, emergency exit requirement in demolition sites. In training and communication, demolition workers, including plant equipment, others shall have go through proper job safety training and be informed the potential hazards by attending training sessions as well as job training. Equipment maintenance. In equipment maintenance, all equipment shall be tested and examined before use. In electrical safety, a properly conducted power source from a local electric utility supplier or a mobile electric generator shall be utilized in demolition sites. Fire. All flammable goods shall be removed from the site unless they are all necessary for work involved. Any remaining flammable goods shall be stored in proper storage facility. Next,
Fourth one is the method of demolition. There are two types of demolition, non-explosive demolition and explosive demolition. First one is non-explosive demolition. It means the demolition of a structure done with some equipment without the use of any explosive. Different equipment used for the demolition activities are next. First one is a sledgehammer. This figure shows the sledgehammer, a sledgehammer equipment used for removing a stone wall or a single column. It consists of a long stem with a metallic head. It is used to give a impact on the surface and that cause the demolition of a structure. It cannot be used for removal of large blocks. Next. Second one is the excavators and bulldozers. This figure shows the excavator. Hydraulic excavators may be used to topple two-story buildings by an undermining process. The undermining process means erode the base or foundation, that is dig or excavate beneath the foundation so as to make it collapse. The strategy of excavation is to undermining the building while controlling the manner and direction in which it falls. The demolition project manager will determine. Third one is a bulldozer. Loaders or bulldozers may also be used to demolish a building. They are typically equipped with racks. Racks means thick pieces of steel that could be an I-beam or tube that are used to ram building walls. Loaders and loaders will also be used to take material out and sort steel. Third, Third one is a breaking walls. This figure shows the breaking walls. In case of building have greater heights, 5 to 6 story, normal excavators and bulldozers are not sufficient. In such cases, crane with breaking walls are used to perform the demolition activities. Fourth one is a high reach excavators. High reach demolition excavators are more often used for tall buildings where explosive demolition is not appropriate or not possible. These excavators are used to demolish up to a height of 300 feet. These excavators with some attachments are also provided for some specific purposes. Hydraulic hammers are often used for concrete structures and concrete processing attachments are used to crush concrete to a manageable size and to remove reinforced steel. Aishwarya.
Explosive demolition. The basic idea of explosive demolition is quite simple. If we remove the support structure of a building at a certain point, the section of the building above the point will fall down on the part of the building below the point. If this upper section is heavy enough, it will collide with the lower part with sufficient force to cause significant damage. The explosive are just a trigger for the demolition. It's gravity that brings the building down. Demolition blasters or blasting expert. Blasting expert means a person who is a holder of a valid mine blasting certificate. Load load explosive on several different levels of the building so that the building structure falls down on the itself at multiple points. Next. The main challenge in bringing a building down is controlling which way it falls. There are many two ways to im- implode a building. First, falling like a tree. Second, falling into its own footprint, feeling like a tree. First, falling like a tree. In this, the blasting crew will be able to tumble the building over on one side into a parking lot, other open area. The sort of blast is the easiest to execute and it is generally the safe way to go. Tripping is building over something like felling a tree. For example, to topple a building to the north, the blasters detonate explosive on the north side of the building first. Next. Second, falling into its own footprint, sometimes though a building is surrounded by structure that must be preserved. In this case, the blasters proceed with a true implosion, demolishing the building so that it collapses straight down into its own footprint. That means the total area of building is removed into the base of building. This feat requires such skill that only a handful of demolition companies in the world will attempt it. Next. Conclusion. Types of demolition method depends upon various factors such as site condition, type of structures, age of building, height of building, and economy. Second, anyway, controlled demolition of building is necessary to ensure safety. Third, explosive demolition is the preferred method for safely and efficiently demolishing the larger structure. Fourth, almost all major building explosions in the world are handled by 20 well-established companies. Blasting is passed on from generation to generation. These are the references. Thank you.